All right, this is me, Paul Argueta in the top corner. On behalf of the DISPO Dragons, we are going to show you how to comp a multifamily. This one's a duplex for a property that is now under contract, and we are going to be handling the disposition. We're going to be posting it and blasting it out to all of our interested buyers in the Los Angeles area. I want to show you how to do this so that you have an understanding of how to comp it and how to properly market the property. So for now, let's just focus on the comping, and then we'll go into like the marketing of the property, et cetera, et cetera. Now, first thing to note is this has Zillow doesn't have any information on this. When that happens, you can probably look it up on other platforms. So if you look it up like on Realtor or maybe Redfin, it might give you the details. So here are the details: 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2,470 square feet. Okay, so even though Zillow doesn't have that, at least we know we can get it from other sources. Now, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to comp this out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and we're going to go down to the map. I think I passed it, but that's not the map I want. This is the map right here that allows me to zoom and scroll. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to take a look at where I want to find my comps. Now, a couple things. I've said this before. I'll say it again. You do not ever cross freeways, and you try to avoid at all costs crossing major streets. Western is a major street. Wilshire is a major street. La Cienega over here, major street. You want to try to stay as close to your comparables as you can. There are some people that will go as far out as a mile to find their comps, but you really shouldn't. You want to be within a quarter mile of where the property is. Now, with multifamily, you can go out as far as 3 miles, but this is a suburban area, and there's plenty of multifamily comps, and I'm going to prove it to you. So you can't be cherry picking the comps that you want to use. You don't just pick the highest comps just to justify what you believe an ARV is going to be. So let's take a look at the map now. Let's reset it. What I normally do is I'll just copy this URL just so you see exactly how I work it. Then I paste it in, and then I go to back to search, and I'm starting from scratch now. All right, so I'm kind of where I need to be. Then I reset all filters. Then we want sold, and right now I'm looking for the after repaired value. I go to multifamily, I go to apply. I want to make sure I'm 20% up on my square footage and 20% down and 20% up. So I'm going to look for houses that are between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet, or multifamily that are between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet. Year built, I'm going to go as high as 1970. And then what I want to do is I want to see the ones that have sold in the last 14 days. Very, very important. I know that some people will go as far back as 6 months to find their comps. But again, that is not an accurate depiction of the market. Accuracy is very important. So 14 days is what I really want to see. That's where I want to see the most activity. So I'm going to click apply. Now, I'll slowly scale that back so that I can see what else the market shows me. Now, here's the deal. Our property is around here. My ideal comp is going to be in this area right here. This is going to be where I want to be. This comp is over down here, and it's south of Washington. This is why knowing your neighborhoods is very, very important. This one just sold for $959. Okay. Now, when it's sold, it's also a Spanish style like ours is. It looks like it might be 2 stories as well, which is it's a good comp for us. This is a slightly rehabbed property. You can tell that it's in pretty good shape. I think that it's 2 units. Maybe it could be 3. It could be 3 units. It doesn't really give me any description, so I don't know if it's 2 units or 3 units. I have to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. So I need to know how many units this is. It's 3 units. Okay, so this is 3 units. Now, because it's 3 units, I can't use this as a comp. I have to only compare this to 2 units. So as a result of that, now I'm just going to scale it back. So I'm going to go, it didn't work for 14 days. I'm going to try 30 days now. And lo and behold, at 30 days, I get 1.50. I'm thinking that if there's only 2 baths, this is probably a duplex, right? 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. And this one just sold for 1.5 million. Let's read the comments. Duplex. Located below Miracle Mile, delivered vacant, and it shows the rents. And this is a good property. I don't see any interior photos, but based on what I'm reading, this thing is selling. One unit is being delivered vacant, and one unit is being rented for $38.50. That is pretty close to market rent. And fortunately for us, that is actually very similar to what our property is like. Our property is very similar to this. Okay, so the asking price for this property, what we're going to be asking for is $1,125,000. This one just sold for $1,500,000, right? Now I don't have interior photos, so I'm curious to see what it looks like. Let's see if I can find it on other platforms. Realtor usually shows a lot of photos, and it only shows one. So it's clean, and you can tell that it's been rehabbed. I'm seeing a wall unit here, which means that there's no HVAC, but either way, it sold for 1.5. So I'm going to use this as one of my comps. This is probably going to be the best comp that I have. So when I get down here, I look for the sold comps, and I just copy and paste, and this sold for 1.5. I'm just going to say 1.5. And in my opinion, this is the best comp, in my opinion. Okay, now let's go back. Let's see if I can find any more. And it's a little bit smaller too. We're right here. So our property's here. That's where this one's at. What's the zip code on this one? I'm just curious. See if we match the same zip code. Zip code is the same. So that is a very, 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 very good comp for us. Let me see if I can find another one now. 90 days. Here's another one. 1.950. So this one's a 3-bed, 3-bath, and it's sold for 1.950. Because there's 3 baths, there's a possibility that this might be a triplex. I want to read the comments to see what it says. Oh, it's a duplex. Fantastic. Okay, so now we've got another one at 1.950. So I'm going to put this down in my sales sheet as a comp. Now, I will tell you that this spread is a little high. I don't really like it being this high. Because between 1.9 and 1.5, you know, we're looking really at a $400,000 spread. Let me see what else I can find. But really, that's pretty good. So I got 1.5, 1.9. All right, let me go back a little bit further. Let's see in the last 6 months. And now we have another one at 1.59. 4-bed, 4-bath. Okay, so the assumption here is this might be 4 units. I need to read the comments. Remodeled side by side. Each unit has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. Okay, this is a duplex. Perfect. So here's a duplex that sold for 1.589. Okay, 1.589. So my highest comp is 1.950. I've got 1.6 and 1.5. And this one is also similar square footage. Okay, built in 22. And it's where I need it to be. It's right next to, it's literally right next to us. We are off of West. Let me take a look at the map one more time. I know it gets a little slow watching this get done. So here's Oxford Square, Pico and Rimpau. Pico and Rimpau. So where is West? Here's West. I mean, you can't get a comp any better than that. It's 1.6 right next to us. Similar square footage and everything. So, I mean, technically now I would call this one the best comp, in my opinion. And I'm going to label it as so. I want to see if I can find something between 1.6 and 1.9. To see if I can justify that. I've got this at 1.8. 6-bed, 6 baths. I'm not sure that's a duplex. It might be a triplex. It's a duplex. Okay. 2 recently renovated units, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and convenient in-unit laundry. Okay, so this is a rehabbed duplex, completely rehabbed, right? And it has a pool. Okay, so 1.8 with a pool. So I'm going to take this 1.5 out. And now 1.8. How much did this one sell for? 1810. Completely rehabbed with a pool. Okay, so right away I know that the pool is going to add some value. So if I was to compare apples to apples, I deduct about 30 to 40,000 from 1.8. Now I'm down to 1.75. 1.75 for the pool, and this has a little bit more square footage. Ours is 24, this is 29. So that's almost 500 square feet more. So yeah, 500 square feet more with a pool, 500 square feet larger. And I put these comments in my sales description as well so that investors can just come and comp this out. So I'm starting to think that our ARV is going to be about I think I can get 1.675 out of it. I think that's something that we can pull off. 1.5, yeah, 1.675, maybe 1.7 could be the ARV if they do this right. So I'm going to say that the ARV is 1.7 or 1.699 after, we had 2.3 before. 1.699 personally, that's my estimation. 2 separate electric meters. This is important. Each unit is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Yeah, I think 1.699 is a pretty good estimate. Let's see, access by appointment only, escrow holdback. Let's see the photos. Let's see what it looks like. So for these photos, I mean, it's a cosmetic fixer. It's not too bad. I'm not seeing, it needs work, but I mean, it looks like the electrical's updated too. It's a little bit more modern. So, cool. All right. So I think, it's cosmetic. It's about a $25 to $30 job. So even if I wanted to completely rehab this, let's say I did it for $30 lipstick times 35, I'd be at 86,000. So we'll say 85 in repairs. Okay. Now the way I like to do this is emoji hazard, Emojipedia, construction. Here's this. You're seeing exactly what I do to work on a sales description. Okay. So 1.125, and let's analyze that, right? Just to do the math. So if it's worth 1.7, a normal investor would want it for about 70 to 75% of ARV. Okay, let's do it again. 1190 minus 85. We're at 1105. Then whatever fee we want to make, if as investors, let's say I want to make 25. We're at $1,080,000. So from $1,080,000 to $1,125,000, we're doing okay. The numbers are working out okay. Okay. So we've got the photos. We have our comps. Now I need to find active comps. All right. So now we go back. Let's go back. Now I want to find for sale, apply, and then I'm going to reset all filters again because I want to see everything again. And I only want multifamily. And then I'm going to show accepting, backup, pending. Square footage will go 2,000 to 3,000 again. Click apply. Don't mess with days on Zillow for pending. Then you click year built. We'll go back to 1970. Click apply. All right. So I've got 1.45, 1.39, 1.5. Here's my best comp at 1.3 is active. And guess what? It's pending. Lo and behold. Now, is this a rehabbed property or is it? Yeah. So you can tell it's clean. It's super clean. It looks like it was rehabbed a while ago, though. I don't think this was recently rehabbed. And I can check this by looking at the days on the market. There's no prior history. So it was listed for 1.525 and it sold for it's pending for 1.525. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. I'm going to keep that under contract. But Paul, that doesn't really look good for our comps. All right, well, let's see what else we got. And it's moderately rehabbed. Not completely. Rehabbed. All right, let's take a look now. 1.39. I want to see what else is. I'm going to sort it high to low. There's 1.7. That's below us. It's below Venice. Yeah, I don't know if this one justifies our price. 1695, 6 beds, 6 baths. How many units is this? 5 unit, can't use it. 525, 5, 1.5. All right, so they built an ADU in the back. How many units is this? Duplex with fully upgraded ADU. So my question is it 3 units within it? Is it a duplex with a ADU, or are they calling it a duplex as a result of the ADU? That's, and 7 beds, 7 baths, that's huge. I can't really tell. 2 entrances. It might be a duplex with an ADU. Look at that. 1 address, another address. Yeah, I'm not really sure. This one's tough to gauge. All right, here's another one. 1499, 4 bed, 4 bath. Is this a 4 unit or a duplex? It's a duplex. Cool. And this one's pending at 1499. Okay. 1499, and this is not rehabbed, right? Original condition. Very, very clean. Okay, so why am I picking this as a comp? Because it's pending at 1499 under contract. So it's still supporting my belief that ours would be more. Under contract, original condition, and then we'll just say clean. Clean original condition. Because if we can get, so at 1.525, it's moderately rehabbed, right? It's just not really completely rehabbed. And this is clean, but original condition going for 1.5. Okay, let's check some more. I need one more. I'd like to see something for a little bit higher, but obviously it's not happening. I don't see any. This one's not going to work. I can go up here a little bit just to see if that changes anything. This is a different neighborhood, and I'm passing Wilshire. So exactly what I told you I don't want you to do, which is cherry pick comps. This is one up here, 1.65. Now let's take a look at what's going on with this one. 6 bed, 4 bath, 2,800. They're selling this as a development opportunity. That's not what we're doing. 1525. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything pending in the 1.7 range, or 1.6 even. Everything's in the 1.4, 1.5. This is another duplex, but this is about 300 square feet smaller. Potential, I love that. All right, 1450. Again, original condition, not flipped. So, okay, so I have these comps that did sell. When did this sell? Just sold in October. How long was it on the market? It sold after 1 month. Okay, so if you can do a really clean job, it's gonna sell. There's no question about that. It's gonna sell. This is a clean property. So I'm still gonna stick with my ARV of 1.7, 1.69. This is under contract and it's not really rehab. This is under contract and it's original condition at 1.5. So I think we're okay. So now what I need to do is I need to come up with an actual sales description. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. ChatGPT. Write a 300-word description sounding like I like Tim Grover. He was Kobe's coach, he was Michael's coach, he was Dwayne Wade's coach, Michael Jordan. Tim Grover to an audience of real estate investors about a property, a duplex, lipstick, cosmetic, fixer duplex in Los Angeles, 2-story, Spanish style home. Has all the information here. Let's see if I can find any additional information on this. None. And let's see. What I like to do is I like to get from my comps some of the description. The best comp I guess we had was here, right? 1589. Dockweiler, it's the closest if I'm not mistaken. And then I look at what they say about the neighborhood. Corner lot, each unit has 2, etc., etc., etc. 2-story Dockweiler unit. Located moments. Okay, so here we go. From the Grove. Delivered 50% vacant, appealing to full investors, which is true. Ours is. Okay, so I can take some of that and I can regurgitate it. Updated. Look at this. Solar panels, upgraded electrical tank, tankless water heater. All this comments. All right. Delivered 1 signed vacant, 1 with 29-day post occupancy with 50K holdback, escrow holdback. Delivered 50% of vacant. Okay, cool. So now I can just copy all this stuff, just so everyone knows. I have a history of doing this, so I can go to my properties and just say fixer deal. And it's already given me description, so I can come down here and redo with this property. Boom. Paste it in. It's going to give me my sales description. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, but you're literally watching exactly what it is that we do to get this property prepped and ready for DISPO to sell. All right, it needs more emojis. Add 20 emojis scattered throughout the text. Literally, when I used to have to come up with sales descriptions, it would take me an hour just trying to come up with a sales description that made sense. Now I just use ChatGPT and I tell it what to say. Okay, now I can copy it. I go back to my sales sheet. I'm going to paste sales sheet. I want this up here just so I know I have access to it. This should be there. I can now paste, oops. Copy, paste. All right, I don't need this. You're looking at my closer's mindset. If you want to look elsewhere, see, I don't necessarily need all this. This is just fluff, sounding like Tim Grover. So I typically delete it. I keep the emojis there in case I need them. 2 units, each 2-bed, 1 bath. Asking 150. Repairs it after repair 169. Okay, good. Delivered vacant, 59-day. You hold the upper hand with the. Okay, I may split this paragraph up. All right, you know, you can leave this kind of language in there if you feel comfortable with it. I don't really care. To me, it's not a big deal. That's it. Okay, now I've got this. So here's my sales sheet. Here's my sales description. I've got all this ready now for me to start promoting and sharing this with other investors. And this is how you do it. This is how you comp it. This is how you work on a sales description. This is how you start blasting it out and start promoting it to other investors so that you can sell your deals. All right, good luck. If you need help with anything like this, if you need help dispoing your properties, let us know. If you need help comping a deal, let us know. If you need help coaching, mentoring, figuring out how to get this business going for you, let us know. There is a strategy and there is a science. My name is Paul Argueta. All right, and we are with the Dispo Dragons. Take care. Bye.